What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers report. And in this video, we have a lot of just one piece of news to go over. But it's big. But if you're brand new to the Texas Rangers report, make sure to subscribe right now because I'm your number one source for all things Texas Rangers in the offseason, but into the regular season as well. But also, if you want Rangers content 24/7, make sure to join the Discord in the description down below because we talk baseball there 24/7. So, getting into the news, and it is a tough one, but Texas Rangers second overall prospect according to MLB.com, also according to me, Josh Jung is going to miss 6 months due to a torn labrum in his left shoulder. And we all knew that he was injured. If you haven't known that, then you probably have been hiding under a rock lately. No offense, but we all know that he got injured. And I think I made a video on here talking about third base replacements. Some in-house, some would come in via free agency. But the thing is, I did not know that it'd be 6 months. I read an article that looked over the severity of a labrum, a torn labrum or whatever the injury is, and it said it would take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to recover, and then just to get the muscle back into the bones or whatever, and then another 2 to 4 weeks to actually build up the strength. So I'm thinking, okay, that could mean like maybe 2 to 3 months, if that, because I know Juan Soto's had this injury before. It only took him 2 weeks to heal. Luis Urias had this same injury, only took him 3 weeks to heal. Well, actually, but I don't know the severity because they all come, everybody's different. I don't know if it's like the exact same, but they're all like in the labrum. So to hear that it's 6 months is pretty big for a guy that we thought could be the opening day starter. I know I did. I know some of you guys out there always thought it was going to be IKF, and now it looks like it's most definitely going to be Isiah Kiner-Falefa starting at the third base position. However, I have mentioned on this channel, even though it seems almost clear-cut to be IKF, the Rangers aren't trying to compete this year. They said they're trying to compete in 2023. So for IKF, even though it logically makes sense for him to go in, slide back over to third base where he won a Gold Glove in 2020, I still think there's going to be a strong trade market for him. I think there's at least 6 to 8 teams that are going to have interest because teams are still going to need shortstops. I know the Yankees are going to want a cheap shortstop. There's going to be teams like the Phillies, the Astros, the Angels, the White Sox, the Blue Jays. All are going to be interested in him. So if a good deal arises, I still think the Rangers should be willing to make a deal because is he a guy that we're really going to re-sign once his contract expires? He only has 2 years left on his contract. So I really think this is the highest his value is ever going to be. And you could really just sign a guy to play third base. We did that last year with Brock Holt and Charlie Culberson. But also we have in-house guys like Andy Ibanez, Nick Solak, and you could move Marcus Semien to third base if need be. But getting back to Josh Jung, this doesn't shut down his season completely, but it pretty much, it almost does. So it says 6 months. Obviously, people could come back quicker than expected. But also sometimes players come back later than expected. So if we're just going with this six month timetable, February's almost over. So he won't be playing. So let's take out March, April, May, June, July, August. That is 6 months. So that's no playing at the majors, no playing at the minors. That's full rehab right there, getting stronger or building his strength back and rehabbing. So that doesn't count out his major league season completely. He could come and play in September. However, at that point, I wonder if the Rangers could be thinking to themselves, is it really worth it. I don't even know if he'll be able to play in the field at that point. I've read some stuff that he might just be able to DH which I don't know if it's worth it. You could throw him down in the minors. We'll have to see how he's progressing and where the team is at. But also in those 6 months, does he need an extra like 1 or 2 weeks to rehab at the minor leagues if the Rangers really want to get him up to the majors? Because he doesn't have to be on the 40-man. He isn't even on the 40-man right now. So the Rangers could always be like, okay, we thought he would be at the major leagues this year. Maybe it's not looking like it's going to work out this year. We'll just add him to the 40-man in the offseason and see how things go next offseason, because the Rangers have always said this. They want to compete in 2023, not 2022. However, it's still good to probably get some major league at-bats out of Josh Jung. It's just so hard to tell right now, like, where the state of the Rangers roster will be with 1 month left to go. And I mean, of course, there's a few games in October, but that's basically like a week. So if everything goes according to plan, Josh Jung still could have a chance to play some major league games this year. However, it'll only be for about a month. There's no telling if he's going to be able to play third base or if he's just going to have to DH. So this is big, because for a guy I felt like could have been a dark horse for the Rookie of the Year, basically loses a whole year of development. And that sucks for the Rangers. He most definitely will go to the Arizona Fall League, in my opinion. That's what Owen White did. Who else? I think Justin Foscue, Ezekiel Duran, just to get back some of that time. Because losing time in 2020 because of COVID, no minor leagues. He's not going to get any minor leagues this year. Most likely, I mean, he will play if his rehab does go according to plan. He'll probably go play in the minors for a little bit. And like I said, he could play a month in the majors, but still having like 6 months of full like playing time versus a month, it's not a great situation for Josh Jung or the Texas Rangers. This really hurts. So right now, IKF will probably slide in and be our third baseman. That makes a lot of sense. However, I'm still of the mindset that a trade will probably be best suited for the Rangers in the long run. However, I know Chris Woodward likes his guys that are strong with like the makeup, integrity type of guys. So I don't know if they'll actually trade him, but a big blow for the Texas Rangers. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. What do you expect from Josh Jung this year? Do you think he'll actually make it to the majors for that 1 month in September? Do you think they'll just have him play the rest of the games in AAA? And who do you think will replace Josh Jung? Thank you all for staying to the very end of the video and watching the entirety. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.